So in terms of x, who's the x?
1 is x.
1 is x. Felipe makes 3 times more.
It's 3x.
He makes 3x.
So 3x
Okay.
plus 3x
You
equals.
see what I'm saying? So now we know that 1 plus Felipe, which now 1 is 3, is x. He's not 1 anymore. Felipe is 3x,
600.
are going to make 3,600.
And then you add those together.
So
No, we gotta
x
keep
plus
reading.
3x is what?
4x.
4x. So 4 times some number equals $3,600. How am I going to find out what that number is?
You divide it by 4.
Divided by 4, and how much is that?
1200. No. That was too fast. 900.
Because 9 times 4 is 36.
Yeah, you're right.
So how much does Juan make? Juan makes 900. Felipe is going to make what? How much? What's 9 times 3?
So you 3 times. Yeah.
So that's 1/3.
Yeah.
That dude got robbed. If I was one, I'd be going to Felipe's.
He didn't find a job or get the
Who's that? He's
tools.
not making 1/3. No, that's not 1/3.
That's 1/4.
1/3 of 3,600. Yeah, he's making 1/4.
That's fair, he didn't get the tools of the job.
Yeah. 1/3 would have been how much? What's 1 of the 3? What do you have 3 of in 36? 12. So 1,200 would have been 1/3.
He didn't even get that.
No, he didn't even get a third. So he got a fourth. What he did, he divided the job into 4 parts. And he kept 3 of the parts and gave him 1 of the parts. You can have, okay, here's a problem I'm going to give you guys. You have 3 kids. You want to give them allowance. All you have is $20. You want the oldest kid to make twice as much as the middle kid. You want the youngest kid to make $1 less than the middle kid. $1 less than the middle kid. So here again, you have 3 kids. You have $20. You want the oldest kid to make twice as much as the middle kid. You want the baby to get $1 less than the middle kid. So who's the X?
The middle kid.
The middle kid is X, right? The older kid is what? 2X, because she's going to make twice as much as the middle kid, right? And the baby's going to make what? How do you do 1 less than? What minus 1? X minus 1. He's going to make $1 less than the middle. You lost there, Deborah? Did you write the words first child, second child, or middle child? That's the first thing you have to do, because that's how you have to figure it out. If I'm saying that you have 3 children, something you should have written down to know what child number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you got to write down the 1, 2, and 3. Okay, the oldest makes twice as much as the middle, which lets you know already the middle has to be X, because I didn't tell you anything about the middle. You see what I'm saying? You had to have been writing it when I'm saying it. So the middle child is X. The oldest child's got to be what? He makes twice as much as the middle. 2X, right? And I said the baby child, which is child 3, makes $1 less than the middle. X minus 1. But what you know is that when you add all that up, it's got to be 20, right? So get it all down, add it all up, get 20. Now I want to know how much the youngest child makes. Francisco, you're not going to be able to do that in your head.
Just let me try. It's X minus
Same way,
1.
you know that all of them together equals 20.
It's X, and then the third one is X. No, 2. No, yeah, 2X. Right? It's X1, and then the second child's X, and the third child's 2X. Because it makes twice as much as the X, and then he makes minus the S, so I got it right.
What is the first one?
The first one makes 1 less than the middle.
And how did you do that?
I got, this is child 1, child 2, child 3.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
Yes, you do because you're not trying to do it. You did not try to write it as I said it. Did you write it?
Look,
Did you write it all and write it all across, left to right, to have them all equal 20?
1, 2, 3.
Because what you had to understand is that you had $20 was what I said at first. You have to add all those together and come up with 20. Child 1, child 2, and child 3. Child 1 is x minus 1, child 2 is x, child 3 is 2x. Add all those together. Put x minus 1 plus x plus 2x equals 20. Because that's all you know, just exactly. You guys are trying to think too hard on it and not just doing exactly what it is. If I say red is 1, every time I say red, you have to write 1. It's a code.
X minus 1.
That's the youngest child because I said he made $1 less than the middle, right? I said the middle child is x.
Right.
The oldest child is 2x. And when you add 2x plus x minus 1 plus x, all that equals 20. Now you have to gather all the x's together. If you have 2x, take away x, that's just an x. You gotta add 2 more x, that's, you know what I mean? Just add the x's together. You got the x's going across, right? What do you have? Just do it step by step. You have 2x, what comes next after that? You shouldn't have had a 3x there. You should have had a 2x and an x, and I'm saying what comes after the 2x? In your string, when you're adding them all together, what are you adding and subtracting? Those 3 different kids. How do you have it written down for the 3 different kids going across?
One, I don't know, Miss Hayes. I got x negative 1 plus 1.
Okay, you gotta put the x's, figure out how many x's you have, just like we said, you got oranges and you got x's. You gotta put the x's together and the numbers together, even though they're in between there. You gotta find out all your x's and see how many x's you have. Did you write it across left to right?
Yeah.
Okay, then start putting your x's together. How many x's do you have? Don't get rid of anything. I said add the x's together.
X minus 1 plus 1 plus 2x.
There's another x. You got x's there. You gotta add the x's and the x's.
So it's 3 x's.
I don't know, but I haven't done it. You should have more.
I said 3x.
But, okay, but I'm saying I wanted you to do it step by step so they can see what you were doing. You had, how do you have it strung out?
Plus 2x. X minus 1.
Okay, we have child 1 is 2x. This is the oldest, right? Here's the middle child.
got it written
Here's the last child, right? Is that how you had it? It don't matter how you write it, you still gotta have x's there, x and x.
X plus x minus 1.
Is that what you had?
It's gonna be 4x.
And all of that equals 20.
This is 20, okay.
This is child 1, 2, and 3.
So,
If you wrote child 1, 2, and 3, and I told you that the middle one was x, the oldest one was this, the youngest one is this. Those are the 3 different things you should have had all together.
So the oldest child makes $10.50, the middle child makes $5.25, and the youngest one $4.25.
Okay, let's see. So you got a 2x there, plus another x is how many x?
3x.
Plus another x?
4x.
How is that difficult to do?
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, 2 plus 1 is gonna be, y'all acting like it's a mystery. I just don't get it. If I give you 2 balloons, just think of x as a balloon. You got 2 balloons, I give you another balloon, I give you another balloon. You got 4 balloons.
I put
I already
it
got
on.
4x minus 1.
Okay, so now we got 4x minus 1 equals 20. So here's, yeah, but I'm talking about those now. So now we're saying some number, take away 1, equals 20.
21.
21. Gotta be 4 times some number. So that means 4 times some number had to give you 21 because it says this 4 times some number is what you're going to take 1 from to get 20. And I know that this has got to equal 21. I need to know what times 4 is 21. I have 25, that's X. That's how much he makes.
I think I feel a stomach ain't coming out.
Why? I think y'all just trying to make it hard. This cannot be difficult. This cannot, I just can't see that it's difficult. Where could you not be understanding it? Tell me where.
I don't know. I can't even begin. My mind just can't even wrap around.
We already just went through this on Friday, me and Miss Harris.
My mind can't, the
You
light bulb
can't,
won't go
you're just
off.
trying to make it harder than it is because of the algebra. All we're doing is substituting. If I gave you a code and then I said A equals S, every time there's an A, you just put an S there until you figure out you have
That's
secret
easy.
codes. This is the same thing.
It's
Robin.
confusing, Miss Harris.
No, it's not.
Mary.
I put 3x minus 1x. I don't know why I did that.
You missed the X, and that's how come I always label them so I can look. I know that if he's number 1, he's number 2, and he's number 3, I know I'm going to have all of these together to come up with 20.
But I thought that
All the X.
the x would be, I don't know.
All of the people is not just the X's. He's 2X. He's the X. He's the X minus 1.
I thought we were supposed to ditch the X's. That's
Why are
what's
you
throwing me
ditching
out.
them?
I don't know. You
What
said
I
last
told you
time-
before, no I didn't. I said if you have X's on both sides
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
of the equal sign, you got to get them all together.
Okay.
They're already all together in here.
Okay.
All the X's are already here, so you don't have to move anything. All you have to do is just start doing what it says.